first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Another tote for Etienne.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Abdullah to return.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They go with Jacobs. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
The Jaguars at 2-6 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. Man open, here's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here's Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Robinson.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
James Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That's a tale of two drives right there, CD. The other guys go for it on fourth and turn the ball over on downs, yet we see the same situation the other way. This time, 4th and goal yields a touchdown run.
And Brandon, as much basketball as you do, you know oftentimes teams point to the guy who gave the assist on the basket. This offense ought to turn and point to their defense for giving them that opportunity. With their 4th down stop, they set this one up for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. To throw his car. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. good plays have them on the move on first down.
ETN once more.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. Now Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Jacobs.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And the Raiders have got him. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
Oh, nice move.
80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Lawrence will throw.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. Patterson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
93. 29.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Open man, that's Renfro.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And some room to run now.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Etienne up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Taken in at the 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Fayasade American. And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On the counter, ETN.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's ETN.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Fourth down, here's Lawrence.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Raiders.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
Right. And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A give running right, Etienne. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd down, here's Carr.
short throw. Going to be caught by Waller.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Touchdown! Darren Waller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now, because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Another tote for ETN.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, Lawrence.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
There's a reason it's our linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 38, Jaguars 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 20. Now Lawrence.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Carr going to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Hey, 734.
To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Puts another into the hands of Waller.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into a